Okay. Good evening. So what I want to focus on this week is balance. And I'm not talking just about standing on one leg, though there will be some balance poses, but balance and harmony in our lives so that it's about merging all of our forces to create an even keel, to put us on an even keel. And in yoga, we talk about how we are both male and female. You will often see depictions of Shiva and other representations of the deities as half male and half female. And that's because the belief is that we are all half male and half female. It's not so much about gender, but about the power of those two forces. So our right side is our male or sun side. Our left side is our female or moon side. And the two represent two critically important things that must harmonize, that must work together. So the moon side is the pratiki, which is the primordial elements, the earth, the moon, the fluidity, the effects of the moon, the gravity of the moon on our tides, the flow and ebb. The sun side is about our consciousness. So you have the more material, and then you have this consciousness, and the two of them have to be, our bodies are both of those things, and they need to work together. And so what we'll do in our yoga classes this week is work on sun salutes and moon salutes in combination. So let's begin by coming inside. So close your eyes and focus on your breath. With every breath, you can also think about the balance and the harmony that we have in our bodies from the base of our spine all the way up to the crown of our head, our 7 chakras. We won't be visiting them in this practice yet. They are critically important. They're energy centers too, and their being in balance is important to our well-being. In Kundalini yoga, that is often the focus of a yoga practice. So with every new breath, deepen your intake of air, and with every exhale, slow it down. Slow down your exhale to bring your body into relaxation mode. Thinking of the two sides of your breath, the inhale and the exhale as balance and harmony. You can't have one without the other. Return to your natural breath and slowly open your eyes. Bring your hands alongside your hips, and we'll do our usual warm-ups before we come to our salutation. So walk your right hand away. Left arm reaches for the right. Keep both sits bones on the mat. Bend your right elbow. Inhale, exhale, place your left hand on your right knee, slide your right arm behind you to sit up in your mountain spine in a twist, looking over your right shoulder. Place your left hand on your right thigh, right arm stretches to the left. Feel the stretch. Inhale, and on an exhale, place your right hand on your left knee, slide your left arm behind you, come to a long mountain spine looking over your left shoulder. Place your right hand on your left thigh, left arm stretches to the right. Bring your right hand down alongside your hip, walk it away, and continue your stretch. Bend your right elbow. We did this side already. Let's come to center and go to the other side. Inhale, both arms to center. Bring your hands down alongside your hips. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Shake them loose. Rotate them. All right. Bring your right knee in to your chest and open it out to the side. Inhale. And then exhale, engage your abdominal muscles and extend over your left leg. Look up. Release your right hand, follow it as it reaches for the sky. As it comes down alongside your right hip, use your left arm as your propeller to come up onto your right shin. Send your left arm alongside your ear to stretch your whole side body from your toes to your fingers. And then let your left arm lead you back down to the mat. Extend both legs. Bring your left leg in. Open it out to the side, square your shoulders. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, engage those abs as you hinge over your extended leg. Look up, release your left arm. Follow your fingers as they reach for the sky. Come down alongside your hip and propel yourself up onto your left shin. Send your left arm alongside your ear for a full side body stretch. And then let your right arm lead you back down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your hands to your shins. On an inhale, bend your elbows, send your heart forward. On an exhale, curl your spine back behind you. Continue with these cats and dogs at your own pace. Exhaling in your cat spine, inhaling as your heart moves forward. To open up, to loosen up your spine. And the next time you're in your cat spine, pause. And then come up to a neutral mountain spine. Okay. Step your legs to each side of your mat, so they're as wide apart from each other as your mat. Your fingers, your hands are behind you, your fingers pointing forward. Inhale, exhale, send your knees to the left. Inhale through center, exhale, your knees to the right. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. This time you're going to pause and put your hand on your right hip. So your knees are pointed to the left, and you're going to rock your hip. And pause. Bring your hands back where they were. Come to center with your knees over to the right. Rock your left hip. And then come back to center. All right. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Bring your arms straight up alongside your ears. Bend your knees. Inhale, and on an exhale, you're hinging from your hip joint, engaging your abs the same way we did before with Janushasana, and fold over both your legs. You can take the outside of your feet or your ankles, whatever you comfortably reach. And if you feel that your hamstrings are stretched enough, you can straighten your legs. Do not push. It's still early in class. Look up. Bring your arms alongside your ears and unhinge. And come back down, hands alongside your hips, bend your knees. Come to a child's pose. Send your arms forward, an extended child's pose. Let your hips come as close as they are willing to your heels. You're going to look up between your hands and slide your left arm underneath your right. Look under your right arm and keep walking your left fingers away to stretch your left shoulder. If you can bring your shoulder to the mat, go for it. You might need to lift your hips a little. Unthread your arm, come back to center. Inhale, and on an exhale, thread your right arm under your left. Walk your fingers away. Look under your left arm. Let your shoulder come as far down as is comfortable. And then unthread your right arm. Both your arms are still overhead. On your next inhale, you're going to lift your hips and bring your heart between your arms. You're lengthening your legs behind you. Inhale and exhale your hips to your heels. Inhale, come forward again. Turn under your toes, downward facing dog. Now get your alignment here, your chest to your thighs, your heels towards the mat. You're pushing the mat away with your hands energetically. And then once you have your alignment, begin to walk your dog. And then come to your perfect dog. And slide your shoulders forward over your wrists for a plank pose. Bring your left knee to the mat, swivel your right foot, and fan open to the right. Your right arm, fingers reaching for the sky. And then you're going to send your shoulder over your wrist and lift your right leg. If you wish, you can bend your right knee, reach for your foot. I am not going to do that fully. I'm just going to reach without taking hold to save my knee. It's up to you. And then bring it down. Turn under your toes, downward facing dog. Slide forward to plank. Place your right knee on the mat under your hip. Swivel your left foot. Fan open to the left. Right shoulder over right wrist. Lift your right leg. And again, this is optional. Bend your knee, take your foot, and open up your heart or not. And release it. And come back down to hands and knees to your tabletop with your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And let's do a couple more cats and dogs here, a few more. Inhale as you curve your spine to the mat. Exhale as you arch it to the sky. Continue at your own pace. All right, and come back to your table. So we're going to do what we did on from child's pose. So you'll fan open to the right with your right arm. And you're going to thread your right arm underneath your left arm. You're going to bring your shoulder to the mat, slide your head forward to lengthen your neck. All right. You can stay right here or send your left leg back behind you. And maybe lift it hip high. And then bring your foot back down, bring your knee back down, and then unthread and fan open to the right. And come back down. Fan open to the left. Slide your left arm under your right. Bring your head to the mat. Slide it forward, lengthening your neck. And straighten your right leg, ball of the foot on the mat. And maybe you'll lift it hip high. Maybe not. Bring your knee back down first before you press into the mat and fan back open to the left. Bring your hand back down, come to child's pose. Shake out your wrists. And then come up to stand on your knees. Okay. All right. Step your right foot forward. Walk your right foot away. Swing your arms back behind you. Swing them forward. Bring your hips forward on an exhale. Inhale, bring your arms down, your hips over your knees, straighten your right leg. Inhale, exhale, slide forward. Inhale, come back with your hips over your knee. Exhale. Inhale. And then just bend your knee, slide it back, and bring it back where you found it. Right. Okay. Left knee, left foot. Walk it away. Let your arms stream back behind you. Inhale, and then exhale, slide your hips forward, arms alongside your ears. Inhale, bring your arms back down, straighten your legs, your hips are over your knee. Exhale, slide forward. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, pause. Bring your arms down, walk your foot back, and bring it back where it was. Right. Bring your hands onto the mat in forward of your shoulders. And you're going to bring your hips forward, but then you're going to send them to the left, send them back behind you, send them to the right, and make circles with your hips. I'm going to make only little circles because of my knee, but you can make big, big circles going all the way forward, all the way back, as much as you like, as far as you like. And then the next time your heart is forward, pause and go the other direction. And then bring your hips back to your heels. Come back to child's pose. Slide your hands back towards your knees and make your way up to stand. Right. So we begin in our mountain. Feel the strength of your mountain. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, down. Let your arms fall naturally by your side. Bring your belly towards your spine. So when you do that, your ribs are going to lift a little, but don't let your chest stick out The idea is to go upward, not outward. And that's something that we do when we're trying to stand tall, right? We send our chest out, but we don't want to do that. We want that nice long mountain spine. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring that energy to your heart. Inhale, gather that energy from the sun, bring it down to your heart. This time, inhale, gather the energy from the moon, bring it down to your heart. One more time. Think of the moon, the silvery moon. Bring that beautiful moon energy to your heart. All right, that cool energy. All right, so what we're going to do now is a sun salutation first, and then we'll do our moon. All right, so here we go. Inhale, fly out and up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step your right leg back behind you. Exhale, your left leg coming into a plank pose. So you will either do knees, chest, chin, or knees, forearms. Slide your legs back, bring your belly back, slide your hands by your breast to come into a baby cobra. Don't push in with your hands, just lift your head and shoulders. Then melt back down, turn under your toes, push in, downward facing dog. 5 breaths in down dog. Step your right foot forward and pause. Place your left foot flat on the mat. This is Surya Namaskara B. This is a second variation of classic sun salutation. Let your arms stream alongside your hips and bring your warrior up. Bring her up. Say a prayer. Look up at your prayer. Look forward, send your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, exhale. Come forward halfway, flat back. Humble warrior. Inhale, exhale. Come down inside your legs. Send your arms straight back behind you or up to the sky. Square your hips off for a devotional warrior. Press your feet into the mat. Let your knuckles lead you back up. Release your arms, bring them overhead. Bend your knee deeply, bring your hands to the mat. Step back to down dog. 5 breaths. Step your right foot forward, step your left forward. Uttanasana. Come halfway to a flat back. Fold back down. Fly out and up and bring that energy to your heart. Okay. Once more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Left leg goes back. Pause. Feel the low lunge. Inhale and exhale. Inhale your right leg back, plank pose. Knees, chest, chin, or the forearm version, and come up to a baby cobra. Melt back down, turn under your toes, come through a plank or bent knees to a downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Take your time, take as many steps as you need. Plant your right foot flat on the mat. Stream your arms alongside your hips and bring that warrior up to life. Square your hips. Say your prayer. Release your prayer. Yoga Mudra. Inhale, exhale, humble warrior, halfway flat back. Inhale, exhale, come inside your leg, crown of your head, reaching for the mat for a devotional warrior. Push your feet into the mat and make your way back up. Release your arms. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Send your left leg back, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, your right foot, Uttanasana. Fly out and up and bring all that energy down to your heart. Okay. Okay. So come back to your mountain. Step your legs wide apart. Bring your arms into a V shape. For a 5-pointed star, our moon salutation begins. Open up your heart and feel your whole back body hugging the moon. In this deep back bend, feel yourself against the moon. Come back up to your mountain spine. Bring your hands together. Interlace your fingers. Let your index fingers reach up. Inhale. Exhale. You can soften your knees and draw a line to create the half moon. Then redraw that line, coming all the way back up for the half moon. Jump or step your feet together. Inhale, exhale to the right for a crescent moon. Yeah. Inhale to center, exhale, other side. Inhale to center. You're going to step or jump your feet wide apart. Bring your arms into a cactus shape, your feet at a 45-degree angle. Your knees are bent any amount, a little or a lot. It's up to you and your knees, right? All right, good. For goddess. And we know our goddess always likes to do a little dance. Right arm comes in front of your belly, left arm frames your head. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale. Bring your hands to your thighs and pause for a moment to feel that the energy of the sun, of the goddess. Right. Then you're going to swivel your feet forward. Step your feet together. Step your right leg back in a warrior one type legs. Interlace your fingers, yoga mudra. Open your heart, straighten your leg, look up, stargazer. Bend your knees, release your arms, bring them up overhead and swing them back down onto the mat, flat hands or on your fingertips. And you're going to swivel your back foot so that your toes are pointed forward. You're going to bring your weight over your left leg and lift your back leg, your right leg, any amount. It could be all the way up, or it could be just a little bit for a shooting star. Then place your foot back where it was, your right foot. Come to a flat back. Interlace your fingers. Quarter moon. Release your arms. Bring your hands down to the mat. Step your right leg forward to have wide legs. So heel toe them away for wide legs and fold over for a wide-legged forward fold to expose the new moon. Bring your hands to the mat, heel toe your feet a little bit farther together. Soften your knees, swing your arms out and up and down the center line. All right. Okay. Come to your mountain again. Swing your arms up overhead, step your feet apart for a 5-pointed star. Take a deep breath in and feel the energy of that star glowing in the night. Inhale and exhale and wrap your backs of your arms, your spine, feel it curling against the full moon. Feel the energy of the moon. Come back to your mountain spine. Bring your hands together. Inhale, exhale, draw the half moon. Inhale, redraw it. Step or jump your feet together. Inhale, this time to the left for your first crescent moon, the waning or waxing moon. Inhale to center, exhale. Inhale, back to center. Jump or step your feet into goddess. All right. So this time, let your goddess be as, earthly and goddess-like as possible. So you might want to think about your goddess circling her hips. Svadhisthana chakra, the moon chakra, the water sign. And then go the other way. That's the second chakra right here, right under your belly button and above the base of your spine. And then bring your hands on your legs. Heel toe or step your feet together. Think this time we're sending our left leg back behind us. Whichever leg you did last time, do the opposite one now, right? Send your arms up overhead and back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Straighten your leg for the stargazer. Perfect time to do this is at night. Bend your knee, release your arms. Send your arms up overhead, bring them down to the mat. Push off your back leg, bring your weight over your right leg, your forward leg, and lift your shooting star, lift that stream, that tail, up as much as you wish. Then step it back down to those warrior one legs again. Stream your arms alongside your hips, interlace your fingers, quarter moon. Release your arms, step your feet far away from each other, fold over to expose the new moon. Then heel toe your feet a little closer together. Fly out and up and bring your energy to your heart, your moon energy. Okay, great. All right. So we talked about balance. We did some balance on our hands and knees. And so we've just balanced ourselves with our moon salutation and our sun salutation. But let's see if we can physically balance ourselves. Bring your weight, shift it to your left leg, come on the ball of your right foot. And all you're going to do is lift your knee, any amount, and bring it back down. Same knee, lift it again, any amount. Bring it back down, other side. Come on the ball of your left foot. Lift it, any amount. Okay, my right knee doesn't like that weight, so I'll let you do it the second time. Lift it any amount. That's all. And bring it down. Okay. Come on the ball of your right foot again. Turn it out. Bring your hands to your heart. Come to your tree. And grow your tree. And bring it down. Other side, I will not go all the way with you. I'm not going to lift my leg up, but I will grow my tree. Great. Beautiful, everyone. And bring it down. All right. Take a couple of breaths. Just feel. Just feel all you've done. Just feel all the energy that you generated from the sun, from the moon, and how the two work together. And then make your way down on to the mat. And when you get down, you'll sit with your legs straight out in front of you in Dandasana. And we did this pose early in class. So let's see how it feels now to do it again at the end of the class. So inhale your arms up overhead. Leave your legs as straight as you can. If you need to bend your knees, then you'll do that. Inhale, exhale, hinge over your legs, engage those abs, and come over your extended legs any amount. Notice how different it feels now at the end of class than it did in the beginning. Look up, bring your arms alongside your ears and unhinge. Bring your arms down alongside your body. Right. Send your arms straight out in front of you, palms facing each other. And you know, this is my new most favorite little vinyasa. So you're going to inhale and then exhale, slide your arms forward, reaching past your feet. Exhale, slide your torso back behind you as far as you can go without coming onto the mat. Inhale and exhale, come forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. When you get back, let your shoulders come in line with each other so that they're more relaxed, so that they're not protracted, right? So you want them in line. And then inhale, come up to sit. Bring your hands alongside your hips. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Hug your legs for a seated pose of the child. And then lift your head up. Send your legs straight out in front of you and walk your hands back to come down onto your back. And when you get on your back, place your feet on the mat. Lengthen your spine. Place your right ankle on your left thigh. Place your right hand on your right knee. And you're going to push your right knee away as you push your right knee into your hand. So there's a little resistance, a little tension between your knee and your hand, and you'll release it and then push it away again and release it. And resist it with your knee and then release it. So that helps to stress the piriformis muscle, which is the little devil that snatches the sciatic nerve. Yeah. It's not the only cause of sciatica, but the major cause. So now bring your left leg into your chest. Your whole configuration here coming into your chest. Your right foot is flexed. You're pushing your right knee away from you with your right elbow. And this too is help for sciatica. This whole pose, this whole sequence is an aid and prevention for sciatica. Extend your left leg up to the sky. And then rotate your foot both directions. Then heel toe, flex, straighten, flex, straighten. And then uncross your leg and bring both your feet back down to the mat, and we'll do the other side. So now it's left ankle on right, left hand to left knee. Send your knee into your hand pushes your knee away and release twice more. And release. Bring your right leg into your chest along with the left. Left foot is flexed. Use your left elbow to push your knee away. Extend your right leg. Rotate your foot both directions. And then point and flex, point and flex. Bend your knee, bring your foot down to the mat, uncross your leg. If you have a block or a blanket nearby, you might want to slide it under your hips. You're going to push your feet into the mat, lift your hips, place whatever you have under your sacrum, below your waist. Or not, you can be flat on the floor too, that's okay. And then lift your legs straight up to the sky. Make sure your legs are over your hips. Imagine that your legs are leaning against the wall. So that's where your legs should be. Your arms can be just comfortably down by your side, like Shavasana arms. Exerting as little energy as possible. Bend your knees, bring them back to the mat. If you have anything under your hips, lift your hips, remove it, and come into Shavasana. Feel your whole back body sinking into gravity. Sinking into the earth, to Mother Earth. Imagine the sun warming your whole body as Mother Earth embraces you. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Deepen your breath. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll from side to side. And come to center and roll over on whichever side you prefer to come into a fetal position. And make your way up to sit. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. And I wish you a week of harmony and balance. Namaste.